Chemical reaction is a chemical change that occurs when two or more substances combine to form a new substance. Processes involving the atomic nucleus are called nuclear reaction. The substances that participate in chemical reaction are called reactants. The substances that are formed are called products. The products have different properties from the reactants, also known as reaction chemical change. Chemical change reactions involve breaking chemical bonds between reactants molecules and forming new bonds between atoms in product particles. The number of atoms before and after the chemical change is the same, but the number of molecules will change. Chemical reactions are the most important types of event in the universe. It's through chemical reactions that plants grow, produce fruit, and become composed for new plants. It's because of chemical reactions that human beings and all other animals reproduce, digest, grow, heal, and think. Chemical reactions are an integral part of technology, of culture, and ended of life itself. Burning fuels, melting iron, making glass and pottery, brewing beer, and making wine and cheese are among many examples of activities incorporating chemical reactions that have been known and used for thousands of years. Chemical reactions must be distinguished from physical change. Physical change includes change of state, such as ice melting to water and water evaporating to vapor. If a physical change occurs, the physical properties of a substance will change, but its chemical identity will remain the same. The concept of chemical reaction dates back about 250 years. It had its origin in early experiments that classified substances as elements and compounds and in theories that explain these processes. Development of concept of a chemical reaction had a primary role in defining the science of chemistry as it is known today. The other occurrence of historical significance concerning chemical reactions was the development of atomic theory. For this, much credit goes to English chemist John Dalton, who postulated his atomic theory early in the 19th century. Dalton maintained that matter is composed of small, indivisible particles, that the particles are atoms, of each element were unique, and the chemical reaction were involved in rearranging atoms to form new substances. In a chemical reaction, a chemical change must occur which is generally observed with physical change like precipitation, heat production, color changes, etc. A reaction can take place between two atoms or ions or molecules, and they form new bond, and no atom is destroyed or created, but a new product is formed from reactants. The 5 conditions of chemical change: color change, formation of precipitate, formation of gas, odor change, temperature change. For a chemical reaction system, the characteristics of the periodic solutions are uniquely determined by the kinetic constant and the concentrations of the reactants and final products. The characteristic of a chemical reactions are evolution of gas, formation of precipitate, change in color, change in temperature, change in state, and formation of new substance. Concentration. According to the collision theory of chemical reactions, concentration is an important factor because molecules must collide in order to react with each other. When the concentration of the reactant increases, the frequency of the molecules colliding increases, striking each other more frequently. Photosynthesis, the most important chemical reaction on Earth. Photosynthesis is process by which green plants and certain other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy. During photosynthesis in green plants, light energy is captured and used to convert water, carbon dioxide, and minerals into oxygen and energy-rich organic compounds. Types of reaction. Synthesis reaction are reactions that occur when two different atoms or molecules interact to form a different molecule or compound. Decomposition reaction are processes in which species break up into simpler parts. Usually, decomposition reaction require energy input. Single displacement reaction, sometimes called single displacement reaction, is a single in which one element is substituted for another element in a compound. The starting materials are always pure elements such as pure zinc, metal, or hydrogen gas plus an aqueous compound. Double displacement reaction, also called double displacement exchange, or metathesis reaction, occur when parts of two ionic compounds are exchanged, making two new compounds. Chemical reactions are crucial for life on Earth. However, most chemical reactions in the body would occur very slowly without molecule called an enzyme. Enzymes are catalysts that speed up chemical reactions. Enzymes not only make reactions go faster, but also help living things control when and where reactions happen. Our cells send signal to enzymes to regulate when they should be doing their job, which allows the body to control specific functions such as transporting carbon dioxide. Chemical reaction to produce a wide range of useful materials. The breakdown of waste materials also involves chemical reactions that occur naturally in environment. For some human-made waste, there are no such reaction and they just cause problems as a result. A chemical property is a characteristic of a particular substance that can be observed in a chemical reaction. Some major chemical property includes flammability, toxicity, heat of combustion, pH value, rate of radioactive decay, and chemical stability. Without chemical reactions, nothing would ever change. Atoms would stay atom, new molecules wouldn't form, new organisms couldn't live. If matter didn't react with other matter, the universe would be extremely boring. Chemical reactions help us understand the properties of matter by studying the way a sample interacts with other matter. We can learn its chemical properties. These properties can be used to identify an unknown specimen or to predict how different types of matter might react with each other. By observing chemical reactions, we are able to understand and explain how the natural world works. Chemical reactions turn food into fuel for your body, make fireworks explode, cause food to change when it's cooked, make soap remove grime, and much more.